Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. Today, we're going to be taking an in-depth look at the 2025 Hyundai Sonata N Line. As with all of my reviews, I'm going to cover all of the ins and outs and take this thing on a thorough drive. Of course, there's a whole lot of stuff to cover, so without further ado, let's go ahead and start her up and let her run. The current generation Hyundai Sonata has been around since the 2020 model year, and the last one I had the chance to drive was a 2021 limited hybrid. Since then, Hyundai has given the Sonata a significant mid-cycle refresh, which debuted last year. This update builds on the strengths of the previous model with revised styling, a more upscale and tech-focused interior, and numerous refinements that aim to enhance the overall driving and ownership experience. Out of the entire lineup, the one I've been most eager to spend time with is the N Line. It stands out as one of the last remaining affordable sports sedans in a segment that's steadily shrinking. Unlike many competitors that are pivoting to hybrids or abandoning performance trims altogether, the N Line stays true to its enthusiast roots. It features the most powerful engine offered in a Sonata, a 2.5-liter turbocharged inline 4 paired to a dual-clutch transmission, larger brakes, and a host of chassis and suspension upgrades. There's even launch control. In many ways, it's Hyundai's answer to the question, can a mainstream mid-size sedan still be fun? The Sonata competes directly with other stalwarts in the mid-size segment, including the Honda Accord, Toyota Camry, Subaru Legacy, and Kia K5. Of those, the K5 is the mechanical cousin, built on the same platform and sharing many components. It's also the only other option in this space that still offers a performance-oriented model, the K5 GT. The Camry XSE could be considered a distant rival as well, though the current version is now hybrid only and equipped with a CVT, meaning that it lacks the mechanical engagement that enthusiasts tend to look for. As traditional sedans continue to lose ground to crossovers and SUVs, Hyundai and Kia deserve credit for keeping options like this alive. Not everyone wants a tall, heavy, high-riding family hauler, and for drivers like me, it's a refreshing mindset. Today's Sonata lineup offers both gas and hybrid powertrains. The N Line sits at the top of the gas-powered models, while the limited hybrid caters to those seeking maximum efficiency and luxury. That said, the N Line brings its own kind of premium appeal. It's surprisingly well equipped without being over the top, delivering all of the essential tech, comfort, and safety features you'd expect in a modern vehicle, along with a dose of raw performance that makes daily driving genuinely enjoyable. In typical Hyundai fashion, it's also tremendous value. Consider this: a similarly equipped Toyota Camry XSE will easily crest $40,000, whereas the N Line starts at just $36,745, including destination. Design-wise, the refreshed Sonata wears Hyundai's sensuous sportiness design language like a tailored suit. Its low-slung profile, wide stance, and coupe-like silhouette give it a distinctly premium and athletic presence. Up front, you'll find Hyundai's new seamless horizon lamp, a full-width LED light bar that blends into the hidden headlamps for a bold, futuristic look. A larger grille and prominent air intakes emphasize its aggressive character. Around back, new H-shaped taillights stretch across the trunk lid, visually reinforcing the car's wide track. The black spoiler-like trim on the deck lid and the rear diffuser-inspired lower fascia with integrated exhaust tips further hint to the inline's sporty intentions. Refinements aren't just skin deep either. Hyundai has made a noticeable improvement in noise, vibration, and harshness levels, which translate to a quieter cabin and a more composed ride, whether you're cruising on the highway or pushing it on a twisty back road. Trim levels for the gas-powered 2025 Sonata include the SE, SEL, SEL Convenience, and the range-topping N Line. The N Line turns up the volume with its exclusive body kit, including a more aggressive front and rear fascia, unique rocker panels, blacked-out exterior accents, and special 19-inch alloy wheels. N-line badging on the front fenders and a dual twin-tip exhaust complete the look. Inside, there's a number of exclusive touches as well, which I'll cover in more detail later in the video. Buyers can choose from 8 available exterior colors. This particular example is finished in carbon blue, one of the 5 no-cost options. The only extra on this build is a set of carpeted floor mats, which bring the total MSRP to a very reasonable $36,970. Depending on the trim level, Sonatas are fitted with either 16, 17, or 18-inch diameter wheels, except for the N Line, which is the only one to offer 19-inch wheels. They're also the widest wheels at 8 inches. In comparison, the 18-inch wheels on the SEL Convenience are 7.5 inches wide. The N Line wheels have an intricate 5 split-spoke design with a black finish and machined accents. They're wrapped in 245/40 Pirelli all-season tires. Although not currently offered as an option, summer tires would allow for higher performance thresholds when it comes to handling and braking. The N Line does not have a spare tire. Instead, Hyundai includes a tire mobility kit in the trunk. The N Line's brakes are larger than the other Sonatas, offering up greater stopping performance and better overall feel. The front discs are internally ventilated and span 13.6 inches. The rear discs are solid and span 12.8 inches. The discs are clamped down by single-piston calipers. The parking brake is electronic and features a selectable automatic vehicle hold feature. To manually toggle the parking brake, there's a switch on the left side of the dash. The auto hold feature is toggled by a button in the center console. 4-wheel, 4-channel, 4-sensor ABS with electronic brake force distribution is also included, along with brake assist. With this setup, the N Line stops quickly with good stability and great pedal feel. Independent tests show it to stop from 60 miles an hour in about 127 feet. The suspension design is fully independent, featuring McPherson struts in the front and a multi-link design in the rear, with 4-corner gas-filled shocks. The front and rear suspensions both benefit from a stabilizer bar. The geometry and bushings were optimized for sporty handling, increased responsiveness, and stability. Despite the sporty pretense, the N Line's ride quality is very good. There's an excellent sense of control and predictability, but it also mitigates rough roads well. It's also quiet, especially on the highway. The N Line's rack and pinion steering setup is a little different from the other Sonatas. It's an electric power-assisted setup, but the motor is mounted to the rack itself versus being mounted to the steering column. Power assistance is speed-sensitive. The N Line's steering ratio is tighter at 12.35 versus 13.27. Also, it takes less turns to go from lock to lock, 2.44 versus 2.6. The steering has a great weighty feel to it. The weight can actually be dialed up a bit more via the drive mode settings. The steering wheel for the N Line is the same bolstery design used in the other Sonatas, but its trimmings are unique. It's wrapped in a combination of smooth and perforated leather with darkened trim, red stitching, and an N badge at the bottom. The steering wheel controls are easy to use and have a high-quality feel. The controls allow quick access to audio, hands-free phone and voice commands, cruise control, driver assistance, and a driver information center. The latter is located within the instrument display. It includes things like trip and fuel data, a tire pressure monitoring system, navigation information, and driver assistance. The N Line, like most Sonatas, has a premium 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster that offers customizable layouts and prettier graphics compared to the standard instrument cluster. This setup has instruments that can be switched from traditional analog readouts to digital. You can also change the appearance of the cluster as a whole, and there's a few different color and font themes. The appearance can be manually locked or set to change with the drive modes. The Sonata N Line is powered by a turbocharged 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine that develops 290 horsepower at 5,800 RPM and 311 pound-feet of torque between 1,650 and 4,000 RPM. It's a lot of fun. The engine is built using aluminum construction, double overhead cams, 4 valves per cylinder, and continuous variable valve timing. Fuel is delivered by a combination of direct and multi-port injection. Direct injection benefits from greater oxygen density in the combustion chamber, combined with increased atomization of the intake charge for maximum power and efficiency, especially at mid to high engine speeds. On the other hand, multi-port injection helps to reduce emissions at lower RPMs and lower engine torque loads. Together, the two injection systems combined offer good power, efficiency, and low emissions throughout the engine's full range of operating conditions. The compression ratio is 10.5 to 1. Power is sent to the front wheels through a slick 8-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission. As part of the 2024 refresh, Hyundai revised the transmission's calibrations and internals to significantly improve its day-to-day performance. This leads to smoother shifting when you're just puttering around and crisper changes when driving spiritedly. The transmission is now operated by a neat shift-by-wire controller to the right of the steering column. Previously, it was by push buttons in the center console. You rotate the dial away from you for drive, towards you for reverse, and halfway in between for neutral. To place the vehicle in park, simply press the button at the end of the stalk. Standard paddle shifters on the back of the steering wheel give you manual control of the transmission. The transmission shifts quick and has great response. The N Line also benefits from additional exclusive performance features, such as active sound design, launch control, in-power shift, and rev matching. This example hits 60 miles an hour in about 5.5 seconds. For the first time, part of the 2024 refresh, Hyundai's proven H-Track all-wheel drive system is now available on the Sonata for the first time. However, it's only available on the SEL trim. All other Sonatas are front-wheel drive. H-Track provides all-weather capabilities and enhanced driving performance by actively distributing torque between the front and rear wheels, depending on road conditions and driving situations. It's a front-wheel drive-based system that uses an electro-hydraulic system to control all-wheel drive coupling for a quicker response and more precise control. It's an efficient setup that only sends torque to the rear wheels when needed. A snow drive mode is also included with all-wheel drive to further enhance all-weather confidence. In my opinion, all-wheel drive would be a phenomenal option for the N Line, or even a full-blown Sonata N for that matter, being that it does have a lot more power to put down. Despite this, for not having a limited slip differential, I'm surprised by just how well controlled the front end is even under hard launches. This car honestly drives wonderfully. For the N Line, pressing the drive mode button in the center console lets you switch between normal, sport, and my drive modes, which adjusts settings for engine, transmission, and steering mapping. My Drive lets you make a mode of your own and further expands the options to include Sport Plus, which dials things up to 11, Smart, which adapts automatically to your driving style, and Eco, which prioritizes fuel economy. Launch control is engaged when the powertrain is set to Sport Plus and the stability and traction control systems are disabled. The latter is done by pressing and holding the traction and stability control button on the left side of the dash. When all conditions are met, you simply hold the brake and bury the accelerator, at which point you can adjust your launch RPM via the cruise control switch on the steering wheel to account for different road surfaces and tires. If all is good, release the brake for rapid acceleration off the line. When it comes to fuel economy, the Sonata N Line is rated between 23 miles per gallon in the city and 32 miles per gallon on the highway. You can expect an average of around 27 miles per gallon. The total tank capacity is 15.5 gallons, and the recommended fuel is regular unleaded. One of the best parts I found was that there's no auto start-stop system to fiddle with. In keeping with its sporty exterior, the Sonata's refreshed interior provides a driver-centric layout with high-tech details to support modern lifestyles. The new interior floating theme provides a futuristic mood. The instrument cluster and infotainment display are now incorporated into one curved panel that give it the appearance of a single display. It adds up to more than 24 inches of screen, giving off a higher-end vibe than what you typically see in this class. The N-Line's interior reinforces the image of a dynamic sports sedan. It features a unique monotone dark gray color theme with red accent piping, stitching, and trim, as well as cross metal pattern trim and alloy sport pedals. The interior has a great feel to it. The upper door panels, armrests, and upper dashboard are padded. It's also quiet and refined out on the road. My only suggestion would be to add some padding on either side of the center console, just where your knees rest up against. The unique leather-wrapped steering wheel features perforated accents and an N badge at the bottom. The front seats have a unique design that offers more aggressive bolstering and sportier detailing, wrapped in a combination of leather and suede microfiber upholstery. The driver's seat gets 8-way power adjustments with 2-way power lumbar support and adjustable lateral bolsters. The passenger seat has 6-way manual adjustments, including height adjustment. The front seats are very comfortable and offer great support. The headrests and seatbelts are adjustable vertically. The steering wheel is adjustable for tilt and reach. Heated front seats are standard, as is an auto-dimming rearview mirror. LED interior lighting is standard, plus customizable ambient lighting with a range of 64 colors to choose from. The center console is one of the most significant changes to the Sonata's refreshed interior. For one, moving the shifter to the steering column opened up more space for larger cup holders and more storage. In the front of the center console, there's two USB-C chargers, including one with data support and a 12-volt power outlet, as well as a wireless phone charger. Moving rearward, the center console incorporates two cup holders, a comfortable armrest extension for the driver, and a compartment underneath the armrest for additional storage. Other standard features include laminated front side glass, auto up and down front windows, and dual automatic temperature control. The latter is operated by a touch-type panel in the center stack with haptic feedback and two big dials for quick temperature adjustment. One downside to this is that because of the lack of physical buttons, it was a little tricky to make certain climate adjustments without taking my eyes off the road. The Sonata takes convenience to the next level with continuous over-the-air technology for software updates, allowing owners to save time by having their vehicle updated with the latest software, providing a convenient upgradable experience. The Sonata can improve overall vehicle performance and functions by updating the firmware of various control units. Over-the-air software updates can also be used for maps and multimedia software. For even more convenience, the N Line includes Digital Key 2, which allows you to leave your key fob at home and use a compatible smartphone or smartwatch to lock, unlock, and start the vehicle. It works by near-field communication, Bluetooth Low Energy, and ultra-wideband protocols, ensuring an elevated level of security. Digital Key 2 also allows secure sharing of keys with up to 3 people. The N Line's standard 12-speaker Bose premium sound system features Centerpoint 360 technology and has been tuned by Bose engineers to deliver a rich and immersive listening experience in every seat. The 12.3-inch infotainment system features a capacitive touch, low-glare display that's very responsive. Onboard navigation is included on the N Line. The design of the menus and layout of features is straightforward and easy to use. You can swipe and move around very much like a smartphone. Certain menus also allow for split-screen functionality so you can have multiple bits of information shown all at once. I appreciate how there are hard buttons for quick access to certain infotainment system features. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, along with an in-vehicle Wi-Fi hotspot and built-in music streaming via Amazon Music. Standard HD radio with HD radio data includes real-time traffic information, Doppler radar, and fuel prices. An expanded Sounds of Nature ambient system includes a wide range of soundscapes from urban and rural settings, nature, and more, allowing you to create a peaceful retreat. There are way too many features here to cover in this video, but some of the standout stuff that I thought was pretty neat include the valet mode, real-time weather, fuel, and traffic updates, the onboard vehicle diagnostic system, and the ability to record voice memos. When it comes to safety, the Sonata is well equipped with an array of features that provide a comfortable driving experience. Standard equipment includes Forward Collision Avoidance Assist 1.5, Rear Cross Traffic Collision Avoidance Assist, Blind Spot Collision Assist, Safe Exit Warning, Safe Exit Assist, Lane Keeping Assist, Lane Following Assist, Smart Cruise Control with Stop and Go, available navigation-based Smart Cruise Control, and available Highway Driving Assist to help relieve driver stress. The latter is included as standard on the N Line. Rear Occupant Alert helps determine whether an infant is left unattended in the vehicle and provides a notification. Remote Smart Parking Assist, which is only offered on the limited hybrid, enables you to park the vehicle and exit parking spots by remotely reversing and forwarding with the smart key from outside the vehicle. There are 9 airbags in total, including front side, rear side, curtain, and driver's knee airbags. Additional standard features include high beam assist, driver attention warning, hill assist control, and a rear view camera with dynamic guidance lines. The Sonata offers a comfortable and thoughtfully designed rear seat with space and features that are competitive for its class. There's 34.8 inches of legroom, which is towards the bottom of the competitive set, but most average-sized adults won't have any trouble. Where the Sonata lacks in rear legroom on paper, it makes up with class-leading front legroom. Headroom and shoulder room come in at 38.4 and 56.1 inches respectively. For a mid-sized sedan, it's pretty easy to climb in and out of. I'm 5 foot 10 inches. In my opinion, there's plenty of room back here with enough room left over that I could spread out some and not feel claustrophobic. I'm most surprised by how comfortable the seat is. There's plenty of padding, good back support, and my knees didn't sit up too high. It was a nice seating position that I wouldn't mind being in for a longer trip. There's accommodations for up to 3 rear passengers. The N Line's unique upholstery and stitch pattern also carry on back here, along with nice feeling materials and padded door panels just like the front. Standard amenities for rear passengers include adjustable air vents in the back of the center console. They improve ventilation and comfort for rear passengers. Beneath the air vents are 2 USB-C device charging ports. All 3 headrests are adjustable. Child seat anchors can be found across the bottom of the seat and behind the headrests. If no one is sitting in the middle, you can flip down a padded armrest that features 2 cup holders. Storage includes a pocket on the back of the passenger seat and bottle holders in the door panels. Additional amenities include overhead grab handles, coat hooks, and individual LED reading lamps. I also like the small windows in the C-pillars. They help generally improve visibility and eliminate blind spots. Popping open the trunk, you're immediately greeted with a wide, accommodating opening that's designed to make loading and unloading as seamless as possible. The lid itself is lightweight but sturdy and lined with insulation to help with road noise. The traditional gooseneck hinges are well integrated into the trunk lid to minimize cargo intrusion, a small but appreciated touch. All Sonatas offer 15.6 cubic feet of cargo capacity, which is one of the best in the segment. Real-world usability is impressive. The floor is relatively low, providing a deep and accessible space for luggage, groceries, or whatever else you need to haul. To make things more convenient, Hyundai has equipped all Sonatas with their signature hands-free smart trunk release system. Hyundai also offers a variety of cargo accessories to keep things organized and protected, such as a rear bumper applique, cargo side bins, a cargo tray, cargo net, and more. With the 60-40 split folding rear seat, you can drop one or both seat backs to extend the cargo area into the cabin, making room for bulkier items while still maintaining space for passengers when needed. The release latches are conveniently placed near the trunk opening so you don't have to fumble around trying to fold them from inside the car. Under the trunk floor, being that the N Line does not have a spare tire, you have the aforementioned tire mobility kit and some additional storage for smaller items. Well everyone, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please don't forget to leave a like down below because it really helps the videos a lot. And if you haven't subscribed already, consider doing that as well and make sure those notifications are on. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.